Okay, good evening everybody. Welcome back to Press Play. I'm your host JJ48, and tonight we should be finishing Phantom Hourglass. Uh, I say should be because I don't exactly remember the endgame. It could be longer than I anticipate, although I doubt that's the case. Not too much longer at least. But it also could be much more difficult than I imagine, which is certainly possible, especially with the controls that we're having to deal with. So, okay, we made it down to this floor in the Temple of the Ocean King, and we've got some phantoms appearing this time. We do have the ability to take them out. Phantoms, they seem to be guarding that door. Go get them and get through that door. Okay, absolutely. Oh, okay, we can use this. Now, I just want to throw this. Yep. Here we go. So this should give us a nice safe place to strike from. Aha. Yeah, come on over here. That's an easy way to do it. Alright. Oh, okay, a red one. I guess we have 3 red ones now. So these guys move a little bit faster, but I think they shouldn't be that bad. Just deal with you this way, 'cause that'll be faster. Run over here in case, yep, 3 more are gonna spawn. These ones are the gold ones. These are the ones that can teleport behind us, but I think we're close enough that we should be able to make it to our safe spot. Well, that guy's gonna go for us right away. Come on, go after him, Link. There we go. Okay, good. Cut away. I was afraid there might be 3 more coming, of type we hadn't experienced before. We did it! Now we can go even deeper in the temple. Okay, is there a gold pot by any chance up here? There is. Okay, this looks like we're gonna want to. This is gonna start getting vertical. Whoa, who knew a place like this was in here, deep inside the temple? The end is really close, so what are we standing around for? Come on, let's get Bellum. Okay. With this staircase, I was kind of expecting it to go into the upper screen already, but we'll leave it like that, because I'm guessing when we get to the boss fight, it's going to go vertical. Uh-oh, no turning back now. Oh no, the bridge is down. We can't go back. Are you ready for this? It seems a little late to say not yet now, but yeah, we'll go. But if you're worried, you can go back once and prepare. It's okay, I'm here for you. And I'm with you too. I'm with you. Thanks, everyone. Hey, come on, let's go. So, if you're all with me, why can't I get the benefits of all 3 of you guys together? That would be pretty helpful. If you want to return to the entrance of the temple, step into the blue light. Okay. And because I'm not too certain about these controls, I'm going to make a save state here, just in case. So curious. Okay, I do still have my 2 purple potions. That's good. Oh, here we go. Yeah, nice dual screen. Whoa. What in the world are you supposed to be? Bellum, evil phantom. Okay, I see a bunch of eyes on tentacles. That's... Okay, so am I supposed to be down here to attack him, or am I supposed to be running up these stairs? Okay, he's shooting these eye stalks that disappear. Okay, I can also just kill him. Okay, he's got some bubbles on him. Can I shoot the bubbles? Okay, not with the... What about grappling hook? That might be... Aha! Ow. Okay, so... It's one of these kinds of boss fights where you have to get the things off the stairs in the way. Oh, it's on the top screen, so we can't actually target it. We need to get it on the bottom screen so we can click on it. Ah. That was an easy boss. No trouble at all. Huh? Okay. So you want us to go up, sir? Is that what you're saying? Okay. This looks like it might be a bow and arrow. Then do I need to run down and chase him, or... Okay, yep, we're back to this phase. Okay, well this seems like it might be a rather tedious boss fight, at least. Oh. Ow. Our fairy upgrade, we're barely taking any damage at least. Hey, get back here. Okay, we're gonna climb up again. Okay, looks like it. Ow. I'm supposed to hit me while I'm on the stairs. It never said you wouldn't, but it seems slightly unsportsmanlike. Come on, open your eyes. Eye. Single eye. up. I do like that with the two screens, they are making some pretty good use of the verticality. Would you guys stop blinking so much? We could get this fight done in half the time if you guys just stop closing your eyes. See, we could have been done with this phase right there. What is that? He just spit something out. Why, I feel like I've seen something, seen that somewhere before. Don't touch it. It reminds me of another time. Eek. What was that? I feel so strange. I wonder what that... Okay, so either that was some of like Ciella's lost powers and memories being returned to her, or Bellum just possessed Ciella. I guess we'll have to wait and see which one it is. Oh. Hey there. Ciella. Grandpa? That is the memory you lost. Okay, good. It's not possession of her. That's a relief. Long ago, Bellum attacked you, stealing your power and memories. Now those memories have surfaced. You have them back. Ah, I remember. I remember it all now. I'm Ciella, the spirit of time and courage. Courage got a little bit of an upgrade from simply being courage to time and courage. Okay. I guess this kind of fits with the Phantom Hourglass theme. It also somewhat fits with, and we do constantly, not constantly, but we've often seen Link travel through time. So this could help be, I guess the games have already established, the series has already established a sort of connection between courage and time. So, okay. I finally remember everything! Alright, Ciella, now is the time to deliver the final blow to Bellum. That monster still lives, to perform the last step. Ciella, I think you know what you need to do next. Yeah, leave it to me. Okay, I'll leave it to you. Sounds like you got it. I'm gonna go take Tetra. We'll see if we can figure out how to get her unpetrified, and we'll be out of your hair. Good, nice working with you. Oh, no, you still need our help. Okay. I got my memory back. Soon you'll see what I can really do. Okay. So we need to head back down. Okay, yeah, he's swimming around down there. Okay. Whoop. Okay, I was thinking maybe I'd shoot him while he's swimming around, but no, it's, he was just doing that to draw us down here, and now we'll have to fight him some other way. It's hard to predict his wild movements, but it's okay. With me at your side, we can take on any enemy. And as long as I trust my true power to the Phantom Hourglass, you have the ability to stop time. First, focus your power on the hourglass with the Phantom Sphere I release. Okay. Each Phantom Sphere has the ability to stop time just once. hourglass icon will appear at the bottom of the screen. Okay. Touch that, and draw the shape of the phantom hourglass, a figure 8. Time will stop. So if I do this... there we go. Okay, that's probably not how I wanted to stop time. You did it! You stopped time! Do my best to create the next phantom sphere as fast as I can. Hang in. Okay, so I probably want to do that when his eyeball is in such a place that we'll be able to hit him with the sword. The phantom sphere's done. Take it. Okay. Let's here. Let's do it. Yeah. Okay. Keep them coming. Yes, please. Oh, there's one. No, not yet. Wait for him to swim around. Yeah, not very good at drawing figure 8 with my mouse. There we go. Wait, if time is stopped, how is his eyeball still moving when we hit it? Wouldn't that... To him, wouldn't that basically be like infinite acceleration? Oh no, is he too high? Okay, we got at least one strike on him. That's good. Take it. Where is it? It's over there. Okay. Come on. Come on, buddy. There we go. Okay. I think that it didn't seem too bad and would have been a little bit easier using a stylus, I imagine, so... Would have been a pretty decent use of the... Top screen's black. Look out, the ceiling is cracking. The exit is still blocked. What do we do? Well, can you stop time and give us a little bit of chance to get out? Oh, there we go. No, don't tell me Linebeck did that. Hey, old man, come look at this for a second. Old man? Couldn't have teleported us in a little closer to the floor, huh? Okay, well, I guess beggars can't really be choosers, so... Ouch, what's going on? Look who it is, falling out of the sky on my head. Work on where you teleport people, old man. That's what I was saying. So, the one that got us out of the temple, that was you, Grandpa? Yes, it was me. The two of you have done well. It's not gone, but the seal holding me is weakening. My power was restored enough to bring you here. Hey, kid! Wake up and look at this! Hey, Tetra's unstoned now. Or at least becoming less stoned, I guess. Tetra's gonna be okay, right, Grandpa? Okay, let's... I suppose I can... While the top screen's black. See a little better. Ah, very well done. After you slew Bellum, I used some of my power and focused it on Tetra. It seems to have worked. She's recovering nicely. I think she will be fine. Seems you've done it. I owe you a big thanks. Since I got on that ghost ship, I've been dreaming. I know that you saved me. I saw everything. Wait, were you dreaming, or were you able to see? I guess both in some way. Oh, phew, looks like you're gonna be fine. It's nice to meet you. Thanks for saving me, Ciela. Oh, no, I didn't do a thing. It was all JJ48. Ahem. Thank you too, Linebeck. I'm grateful for everything. Oh no, it was nothing. Really, pretty standard. No way I was gonna let these two go it alone. It was too dangerous. I had to step in and help out. What are you talking about? You left all the dangerous stuff to JJ48. Seems to be kind of in shock, in like a happy state of shock that it's all over. Or not. What happened? That wasn't good. What's going on? I don't know. Oh no, everyone outside! It makes sense that final confrontation would be at sea for a sea-based game. What is that monster? Oh yeah, that's Bellum. He's the evil thing we were fighting. He looks pretty bad, but at least he's also terrible. So we're gonna have to face him. Looks like the ghost ship is behind him. That's rather unnerving. That's Bellum! But how? I thought we defeated him! Or is that this yellow sign that? Look at Tetra! Yeah, she's kind of out of it. So, he was still alive. So this is why my power isn't fully restored. Yeah, honestly, that had kind of a first phase of a boss fight feel to it. The squiddy thing is getting away! Oh, okay. We're gonna have to fight the ghost ship itself, I guess. Hey, did he just possess the ghost ship? We have to chase after him. I'll take the wheel. Prepare to man the cannon. Alright. Is this gonna be a... Okay. Okay, top is a little map, so we're... What's he attacking with? Oh, these things. I want to hit those when he launches them. Shoot all of its eyeballs, put an end to that thing. Fire, fire! Well, he keeps on regrowing the eyeballs. Yeah, I don't think I can keep trying to read all those. Keep cycling through them. I'm trying to focus on firing. until the cannon barrel catches fire. No, that would be a bad idea. Kind of need our cannon to keep working. We do want to keep firing, though. Okay, can you try to get us a little bit closer to him? Wait, it's a monster. Wait, where's a monster? Oh, there. Okay, he's launching some of his kind of torpedoes now. Come on. So I'm trying to figure out, is this a time thing? Like we have to defeat them before they have a chance to respawn, or is this just a after we do it so many times they'll stop respawning? Okay. Got all the ones on this side for now. Okay, so it seems like maybe they've stopped respawning, so if we get the ones on this side. Had enough punishment from the SS Linebeck. Tetra's still on that thing, isn't she? Okay, let's climb aboard. Well, that seems like a really bad idea, but I guess it's necessary in order to save Tetra. I mean, this thing's already half underwater. It can't... It's not going to stay afloat for much longer. But wait, before you do that, this will be dangerous. Shouldn't you save first? Absolutely we should. And I'll make a save state as well. Now that you've taken precautions and saved, let's climb aboard. Or sail into the wreckage. Okay. Look, it's Tetra! Grandpa! My ship! Oh, hey guys, hate to... I know there's some concerning things just happened, but we still have a fight to finish here. Good job, Linebeck. It was surprisingly useful. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Hurry up already! JJ48. Okay. Whoa! What? Let go of me, monster! Uh-oh. Ah! This does not look good. JJ48. Uh-oh. You have to stay calm. Bellum's the bad one. He's latched onto his back. Get behind him and slash at his back. Okay, can you make me some of those time stop orbs? Yes, thank you. Okay. Oh, do I... What about his weak spot? His eye! I stopped timing everything. The eye has to open at some point. Alright, I'll move his back to the top screen. Okay, let's make this even then, so that way we'll be able to... I don't know how obvious it'll be if it's small, but we'll make sure we can see it. Hey, I see it. I can see it. Okay. Phantom Sphere. Whoa. He got me. Well, that's... believe in the power of the Phantom Sword and battle him. Okay, Hey, is his tentacle losing its grip on me? Now's the time for a Phantom Sphere. Okay. So still want to try to watch for when his eye opens up. Okay. It's not open anymore. It is open, but I need to... No, come on, do it. There we go. Okay, so we need to get another one of those Phantom Spheres. Take that, okay. Yep, thank you. Alright. Oh, all of our fights with Jolene have prepared us for this. Okay. Fortunately, Bellum isn't smart enough to not, like, simply not open his eye on the back. There doesn't seem to be any real purpose to it since... Uh-oh. Ah. Hey! Ow! Stop! I guess maybe he's opening it up to make sure that, like, we're not doing something to get behind him or something? Maybe? Oh. Okay, not really gonna be able to see whether his eyes open up that way. Ah! Okay, let's... Oh, go away. Ow, stop. No, I need to be able to cross swords with you. So when he leaps aside, it kind of knocks him off balance, and then we can do the cross sword thing. So, okay. Aha. How many more times we have to do this. Is that it? Left Linebeck. Is Linebeck okay? Hey! He's turning into Sands of Time. That means we defeated him. Looks like we're not using the top screen anymore. Alright, we did it. Hey, Tetra's okay. Okay, there we go. She looked kind of concerned for a moment, but... Ouch, what's going on here? I thought... Are you okay? Linebeck, you are possessed by Bellum. What? Oh, that's right. I think... I remember something about JJ48. Oh, kid. I mean, JJ48. I'm sorry. I know I was possessed by that monster, but to think that I... That's alright. You weren't that big a threat, honestly. Shush, Linebeck. If you hadn't stood up to Bellum when you did, who knows what might have happened to us. Another good point. Yep. Remember, it was Linebeck picking up the sword and stabbing Bellum's tentacle that ended up allowing us to get free and eventually be able to fight Bellum off, so... Well, I guess I got caught up in the moment. What? That's not like you. Are you sure you're Linebeck? My ship just took a little, damage. Oh, that's right. Grandpa was on the ship, too. A Legend of Zelda game where we end up on some wreckage, adrift at sea, seeing a giant magical whale. This looks kind of familiar. JJ48, Linebeck, and Ciela. I have returned to my true form. Tetra, you're not part of this conversation. For that, I thank you. Hey, Osha, Spidey Cheese, do you happen to know a being called the Windfish? What? Whoa, old man, is that you? I never would have guessed you really looked like that. If not for you, I'd have been sealed up forever. This sea would have fallen into desolation and evil. You saved me and the great sea. Thank you. Linebeck. What? Who? Me? I have to make good on a promise I made to you. I grant you one wish. What is it? Come on, say it. You want a treasure, don't you? Just ask. No, that's not it at all. I don't need treasures anymore, I think. Well, I guess if I have to, if you insist. Can you bring back my ship, the one that sank? What? That's it? You know, even if you ask for treasure later, that's it. That's enough from you, Sparkles. You've always got to get the last word, don't you? Okay, don't hurt her, but... The sand of ours is returned and peace reigns. The ghost ship will no longer haunt your world. Our world? So what is the world that we're in now? What is this place? The time for you to return to your world is near. Oh, so was this whole... these bits of the sea and everything, was this all part of some other world? The door to your world is about to open. We are inhabitants of this world. We must return to the world of the Ocean King. Thanks. And you too, Linebeck. Your courage will not be forgotten. So what... I'm curious, which parts of this world are the world of the Ocean King and which parts are our world? Like, are the islands, were those all part of the Ocean King's world? This is, I forget what the name of this song is, but I think this is what's usually playing at the Great Fairy Fountains. A little bit different there, but... Oh, well, thank goodness, Linebeck. Now I don't have to look at you any longer. I was getting tired of seeing you all the time. Oh, that's my line. Get out of here and good riddance. Aw, they're gonna miss each other. Well, I'm leaving now. Thanks, Linebeck. Maybe it's just this particular area and these characters that are part of the world of the Ocean King. Because when we look at the other characters... I would like to stay with you, but I'm a spirit. I serve the Ocean King. Now we have to say goodbye. Yeah, that happens to me a lot. At least you guys aren't gonna be going and like throwing a party and not inviting me. That's happened before too. It's always kind of disappointing when it does. Fist bump. Thanks. Do fairies even have fists? Alright. So as I was saying, I don't think it's necessarily that all of the islands and everything are part of the Ocean King's world, because we had like Jolene and who had a history with Linebeck, and so I'm guessing it's more just that while his power was sealed, the Ocean King and the fairies were trapped in our world. So, fighting some of the monsters we encountered. And so it was just where the ghost ship was, as well as the spirits that ended up having to go back. That does. There definitely seem to be some parallels between this and, or some similarities at least, between this and Link's Awakening, which it's definitely not a remake of Link's Awakening, but it seems like it's kind of, in a way, it's sort of a reimagining of Link's Awakening. Sort of in a similar way to how A Link to the Past was sort of a reimagining of the original Legend of Zelda. And interestingly enough, both this and Link's Awakening also happen to be games that were direct sequels. Other games where Link is setting off after defeating Ganon. I'm guessing from this art style that this is Nico has made a new storybook for his player. Is that the signature that did I draw that signature or something earlier? Okay. Oh. Hey. Oh, the ghost ship is back. I guess it's not ghostly anymore. Now it's just a giant rundown ship. Aha! Where are we? Boss! Linebeck disappeared, and the ghost ship is back. What's going on? So maybe that whole world was part of the spirit world. But if Linebeck was also one of the people who was drawn into it, then maybe, I guess, Jolene and her sister were also people who were drawn into it. Or else Linebeck's just been there so long that he's managed to have a history with some of the people who were part of that world. So you were okay all along? I was worried when I heard all that screaming. But you look fine. What about the ghost ship? Was there treasure aboard? What are you talking about? I was almost frozen forever on that thing. JJ48 saved me. You wouldn't believe what he went through. Do you understand what we've been through? No, they probably don't. They haven't seen any of it. Where were you? Did you even look for us? What are you talking about? You were only on that ship. It's only been about 10 minutes. "10 minutes? You've got to be kidding." Well, we do know that at least one of the spirits in that realm can control time. So, time flowing differently does make sense. And if that whole world was sort of a dream, or another, like a spirit world that's not really there, that is only heightening the similarities to Link's Awakening. But then, if Linebeck is sent back too, as it seemed like he was included with us as not being part of that world, would that make Linebeck a parallel to Marin? 10 minutes? You've got to be kidding. Do you know what we've been through? I have no idea what you're talking about. could I? It was probably a bad dream. You're not listening. It was longer than 10 minutes, I'm telling you. That ghost ship is really, really dangerous. And Link sees something, by the way. It's not there anymore. The ship, it's gone. It really was cursed. The dream you had was the work of that ghost ship. Eek. Hey, I told you it wasn't a dream. You guys never listen. Do I have something? I have this empty hourglass. Does that prove it wasn't a dream? Hey, and there's Linebeck with his ship. Doesn't look like how we modified it to, but then again, I guess if that was all part of the spirit world, then there's no reason that it should. It would probably be back to how Linebeck wanted it to look. So okay, that is the end of The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass. So uh, while we're still on this, since I didn't make slides for it, I did want to just mention a couple of the things with the DS. I did think it was an interesting decision to use the touchpad. For some things, it really worked out well. We had some fun with the Gleeok fight, drawing lines with the grappling hook, and being able to draw paths with the boomerang and do stuff like that. That worked out really well. Wasn't as big a fan of having to tap and swing to swing our sword, but uh, overall it was interesting to see them using the technology to try to get a little bit more immersive and creative with both the gameplay there. And then I really liked. It might not have been as noticeable because I normally had the bottom screen emphasized when the top screen was just a menu or a map or something. But keep in mind that on an actual DS, you'd be seeing something like this pretty much the entire game. The bottom screen and the top screen roughly equal sizes, and so most of the action would just be taking place on this bottom screen. And so when we saw during the boss fights or during some cutscenes when it suddenly used the full screen, uh, it made it much more impressive. I think when I recall playing this on on a actual DS, suddenly the boss fights really felt different by the fact that you're now using both screens instead of one. Didn't want to do that on the stream just because I'm not sure if that effect would have been worth seeing most of the stream just being limited to this little tiny box. I think that worked a little better on a handheld where you're kind of expecting it to be a small screen anyway. But with that, let me go over to our have a rather short post game this time. I'm not going to go through all the enemies and everything. I think we'll save that for after our next game because it's another DS game, and so I think it'll be we'll see some similarities in the designs. But we do have some stuff to discuss. Okay, so for our timeline here, really just have This is pretty easy to slot into here because it's a direct sequel to Wind Waker. No real discussion here. I did notice a couple things though as I was moving stuff around on this screen to make room. First of all, I did notice our new Link, obviously based on Wind Waker Link's design, but I feel like the eyes are a little bit more prominent. I guess because he's smaller, still let him be expressive by making his eyes bigger. And then I noticed something peculiar looking at all the box art, and so let's lay those out a little bit differently. This These are all. Okay, can't see my cursor, but okay. Let me see if I can change that. Okay, is it just a matter of needing to? Okay, now I can see the cursor, I think. So, uh, these are all the boxes for US releases of the Zelda games, laid out chronologically. So we have the original Legend of Zelda up here, through Majora's Mask, then we have the Oracle's games, Twilight Princess, then Phantom Hourglass. And I noticed, when we look at the first 5 games, it's just kind of our gold-colored boxes um, with the title on it, and swords and shields, but very uh, just kind of focused on the sword and shield imagery, and especially the title Zelda, very prominent on these. Then we get to Majora's Mask, and it's clearly emulating Ocarina of Time's title, but replacing the sword and shield with Majora's Mask. And then instead of the gold background, we have a splash of color. But here we have, with the emphasis on Majora's Mask, the mask itself, not just the title of the game, we're getting an emphasis on a character, essentially. Um, Initially it's just a mask that the character is wearing, but then it ends up being the final boss of the game. Then after that point, we can see box art kind of change a bit, and we start seeing characters on all the covers. Four Swords, the original Four Swords does not have that, but I think that one is probably just because originally Four Swords, this was The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, remade on Game Boy Advance with Four Swords just kind of being a bonus feature. So they you can see they tried to make it look very much like the Link to the Past box. But all the others, they started putting Link on here and other characters. We have Link with the Oracle of Ages, the Harp of Ages. Do have the Oracle of Ages here. Nehru, can kind of see her in the background, and then it might be hard to see with how small it is, but can kind of see a shadowy version of Varen, the boss of that game. We have Link with the Rod of Seasons. We have Din in the background. She blends in, I think, a little better, so harder to see. And then Onyx over here. We have, for Wind Waker, we have Link with King of Red Lions. Four Swords Adventures, we have 4 Links surrounded by enemies. Minish Cap, we have Link with Eslo in hat form. Twilight Princess, we have Link and Wolf Link. And then you can kind of see the shape of the fused shadow, which is an object, but that does remind us, once we've played the game, of especially the part of the fused shadow that Midna was wearing as a helmet. And then for Phantom Hourglass, we have Link and Linebeck and the ghost ship behind them. Oddly enough, Ciela doesn't appear on here. It kind of would have. I'm not sure why it would have been so difficult to just put a little fairy here. Maybe maybe because Ciela was so similar to Navi, although nowhere near as bad. But maybe they were just worried that if they put her on here, that might have negative marketing impact. I don't know. But so what I found interesting is they made this change, and it makes me think that kind of around the time of Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, the games are starting to become bigger. They're starting to become deeper and having more lore, but you're also starting to get a lot more memorable characters and a lot more. Um, it's starting to become more about the characters and not just this sort of vague legend. Um, of course, we it's not like we never had that before. I think Link's Awakening especially had some very memorable characters, but it seems like they started kind of leaning into that, and it'll be interesting moving forward to see how they handle this. 'Cause I'm not sure if they ever really return to the original styles or not. We'll keep an eye on that. Okay. So when I was trying to think of some of the themes for this game, uh, it is a much smaller game and much more limited in scope. It's for a handheld. They don't have as much space to play with, and but they still are telling a decent story. And I think that it really has a theme of exploration. When you think about how we have the pirates from the beginning of the game, we're kind of told in the backstory the pirates and Link are setting out to explore and search for new lands. That's the whole basis for the adventure in the first place. We have the sea charts opening new areas. We kind of have this phased exploration, kind of telling you, hey, go focus and explore this area a bit. To help add to that, we had Uncharted Islands. Um, Most famously, the one I have a picture of here being the one that there wasn't even a map for when we landed on it, and we had to chart it ourselves. Uh, Disclaimer: this is not the map that I drew. This is a drawing someone did that I found on one of the Zelda wikis. But um, the emphasis on exploring and finding new stuff, and then kind of the old Wayfarer sort of embodies that with he was one of the major side quests. We were told early on like, hey, uh, the we encountered the woman and her son that like her husband, the, exploring is in his blood, so he went off long ago and never returned. We encountered him uh, looking for mermaids, and then later, if I recall, we even encountered him on a ship again, exploring once more. So, you know, being that not only is he a character in the game, but he was kind of involved with a lot of the side quests. He was part of the trading sequence. He was part of the fishing mini game. I think we had to go find him to be able to advance part of the quest. One of the quests, a very prominent member and uh, prominent character, and deals a bit with exploring himself. So then, but another theme I think is return. That our whole drive this game is not like we do want to stop Bellum and restore peace and save the ocean and everything, but our really Link's primary drive is go get Tetra, bring her back, and then when finds out she's been turned to stone, okay, now we need to find a way to return her back to her proper state. That's Link's main motivation in this game. Returning in a little bit of a different sense, we have the Temple of the Ocean King itself. We keep on going back there pretty much after every single other temple or dungeon. We'd go back to the Temple of the Ocean King. So we have this go out, return, go out, return. Ciela's memories, Ciela being the other important, uh, our main partner for the whole game. Her One of her goals is she wants to return her memories, or she at the very least she's lost her memories, and we're hoping that we can get those back. So he'll return there. And then the Old Wayfarer, again, I chose him not as an example, but as a negative example because he's sort of the opposite of this when you consider that he left his family and has never gone back to them. Presumably, they talk about how they he left and they have no idea where he is. He's off looking for mermaids, and turns out that uh, was it Joan, uh, Josie, Joan, whatever her name was, um, Jolene's sister. Is pretending to be a mermaid and is letting him wanting to hear all of his stories about his travels. And that's cool that he finally found what he thinks to be is a mermaid, and that they're able to be friends and stuff. But it's like we do see him traveling later. It'd be nice if he actually went back to his home. So he's kind of the opposite of the theme there. So speaking of mermaids, we we see we think we see a mermaid in this one until it turns out that it's just uh, Jolene's sister in who likes dressing up as a mermaid, just like she at least claims that her sister likes to dress up like a pirate. I kind of get the feeling that maybe she's understating that because Jolene seems like she actually does have a bit of a pirate mentality, but whatever. But it got me thinking about other mermaids and references to mermaids that we've seen in the series. The only other time we've actually seen a mermaid was the mermaid from Link's Awakening, who, as part of the trading sequence, we had to find her necklace, and then when we returned it to her, she gave us the mermaid scale, which allowed us to continue the trading sequence. Um, but while she was actually a mermaid, it ended up being that she was part of a dream, so that we don't really have any confirmation of whether she only existed in the dream or whether she was like in the dream because mermaids actually exist in the world. The other reference that we have is um, in Oracle of Ages, Link can get the mermaid suit, which allows him to swim a lot better. And on the one hand, that's just wearing a suit and to allow us to swim better. So in a way, it's actually kind of like Jolene's sister, just dressing up like a mermaid or merman in Link's case. On the other hand, some of the Zoras actually confuse us for a mermaid or merman, a mer person. So the fact that the Zoras seem to think that we're one raises questions as well of, okay, do they think that because they've encountered them before and we look like them, or are they just, hey, you look like this being of legend, so we'll assume that the legends are true. It just makes me, it seems interesting that uh, we keep on seeing references to mer people in the games, but we never, like, all the references we have end up being not actual examples, where the question's still open as to whether mer people actually exist or not. So might be something. I don't know if there's any more references moving forward, but we'll keep an eye out for any more mermaid references. Um, we also encountered the Anuki and the Yuke this game. I included them because it's always interesting whenever we get brand new races in a game. In this case, I noticed how both of them kind of have some similarities to the Yetis from Twilight Princess. Uh, the Yuke have kind of their, especially Yeto's sort of jawline and his bite, everything in his overall build. The Anuki kind of seem a little like Yetta's, you know, depending on whether they're actually wearing clothing or whether that's, like Yetta seems to be just like a fur that looks like clothing. Of course, both the Anuki and Yuke have horns that the Yetis don't have, but it kind of makes me wonder if there's some kind of connection between them. Um, Now, of course, not wouldn't necessarily be connections with Yeto and Yeta specifically because if we go back to our timeline, um, Twilight Princess was we had it on the Child Link timeline, whereas Phantom Hourglass is on the Adult Link timeline. Granted, that's just our timeline that we're coming up with. That's not an official timeline, but that's would mean that there are probably two different lines there. But we have seen other things kind of develop along the same routes on the same time or on the different timelines anyway. So just kind of a interesting connection there. And the Uke also kind of reminded me of the way that we were initially fighting them, and then after we got rid of the evil in the temple, they were they came out with they were friendly and saying, "Oh man, sorry if we tried to eat you there." Kind of reminded me of the way Yetta was possessed by the mirror shard and also tried to attack us until we were able to get rid of the evil. So, as far as music, I left this blank because this is the first of the 3D Zeldas and one of the first of any Zeldas. Um, I think it's the first of any Zelda besides the Four Swords related games that did not have a musical instrument for us to play. Um, so it's just interestingly with how prominent musical instruments have been throughout the series to suddenly have a game where they're completely absent is I'm guessing maybe it would have been a little bit difficult to fit in, and we already had the hourglass mechanic, but it would have been nice to have seen an instrument of some kind, even if it was just a whistle to be able to call an ally or something. And so with that, I think we are ready. We're done with this game, and because we were looking at um, the box art for the games, I decided we could start by looking at the box art for our next game, Spirit Tracks. And so this one does seem to continue the trend that we saw of Link being on the cover, and the cover in general just being showing much more artwork than title. We see Link, we see what appears to be a phantom, although Link's not facing the phantom. It almost looks like they're fighting together. And we see a train in the background, which I don't know that we've seen trains in Zelda before, so this should be kind of interesting. I guess in this game uh, we did have Linebeck's ship was a steamship or something similar. So it was a paddle wheel ship at any rate. So I guess technology is progressing in the Zelda universe. But let's take a look at the manual. So our story. This is a tale from long ago. It's the tale of the first settlers of this land. In the beginning, the people followed the spirits of good, and all was peaceful. But that era of peace soon came to an end. The evil demon king rose to power, destroying everything in his path. The spirits of good had no choice but to face him in battle. The war that ensued seemed to last an eternity, and much blood was shed. Finally, the spirits subdued the demon king, though they could not destroy him. Their powers were greatly depleted. With their remaining power, they buried the demon king's spirit in the ground. They built shackles to imprison him, and a tower that acted as a lock. Those shackles cover the land to this day. Okay, there's our legend. Come to think of it, I'm not sure I really picked up on this. Might be something to add to our next discussion, but have you noticed how many of these games start with a legend of long ago before moving on to the immediate story of the game? It's, it seems like I don't know that all of them do, but quite a number of them start off with a legend or a story of ancient times before moving on to how that affects nowadays. Okay, but our story. In a peaceful village in the countryside lives a young boy named Link. He is an apprentice about to become an official train engineer. On the day of his graduation, he goes to the castle to receive his certificate from the kingdom's ruler, Princess Zelda. In a secret meeting after the ceremony, Zelda tells him of the sudden disappearance of the spirit tracks uh, that line the kingdom, as well as other strange occurrences. To get to the bottom of the mystery, she asks Link to take her to the Tower of Spirits. On their way to the tower, they run into Chancellor Cole. Using dark magic, Cole separates Zelda's body from her spirit and steals her body. In spirit form now, Zelda, along with Link, eventually makes it to the tower. Upon arriving, they meet the wise Locomo Angine, who tells them that if all the spirit tracks disappear, the imprisoned Demon King will be freed. Now Zelda and Link must embark on a journey to retrieve Zelda's body and save the kingdom from ruin. Okay. That's So in this one, Link is going to be a train engineer, an apprentice train engineer, who ends up getting caught up in things and being asked to save the kingdom from disappearing train tracks that if they disappear, an evil demon will emerge. This is already sounding like it has the potential to be the best Zelda story ever. So let's go ahead and get this. We'll go back to this. And update that. And let's open up screens aren't quite meshed right, but Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks. All right. Going from sailing the seas to riding the rails. Okay. I wonder if these spirals being open. I wonder if these are like track routes. There's some fish swimming. Lots of stuff going on up there. Hey, that's Deku Baba. Some Gorons. I wonder who else we'll see in this game. Those look like either Phantoms or Armos Knights, Skulltulas. More ships. Hopefully we won't have to deal with quite so many of them, since unless they can go on land. Or we end up with a ocean-going train. Not sure what those are. Kind of look like the aliens that attacked in Majora's Mask. Okay, then I think we're back to the beginning. Okay. Okay. Oh. I don't know if Phantom Hourglass had this, but apparently you can choose Japanese characters if you like, some hiragana and katakana. This is it. DS put musical notes in your name? Let's make our name JJ48 Happy Face. Okay. Do you hold the stylus in your right or left hand? Now, I mean, I'm right-handed, but I'm curious why this. I don't know if this was asked in Phantom Hourglass. I'm guessing what this would be. Maybe it's so that they can have the shoulder buttons be something, and have it be okay. Whatever shoulder button whatever hand you're not using, that shoulder button can be something. Although, if that's all they're doing, I'm not sure why they wouldn't just make both shoulder buttons do that. But yes, I'm right-handed. Battle mode, I think that's again kind of a multiplayer thing. If you had friends with several DSs, could play sort of multiplayer competition with each other. We are off on an adventure, though. This is a tale from long ago. It's the tale of the first settlers of this land. Okay, we're gonna get to hear this again. In the beginning, the people followed the spirits of good, and all was peaceful. But that era of peace soon came to an end. We kind of have a Hylian crest here. Not quite. The evil Demon King rose to power, destroying everything in his path. Oh dear. The spirits of good had no choice but to face him in battle. The war that ensued seemed to last an eternity, and much blood was shed. Finally, the spirits subdued the Demon King, though they could not destroy him. Their powers were greatly depleted. With their remaining power, they buried the Demon King's spirit in the ground. They built shackles to imprison him, and a tower that acted as a lock. These shackles cover the land to this day. Their power drained, the spirits of good returned to the heavens. Suddenly bereft of both demons and spirits, this land was entrusted to us. Well, do I know how to tell a story or what? I call it Spirits and Demons at War. I only do this show once a year, you know. It's a blasted masterpiece. A blaster piece. What's this? You fell asleep during my magnum opus? Is that Nico? Is that an older Nico? We see a picture of young Nico there. Either this is an older Nico or this is like a descendant of Nico's, I guess. Because presumably this is not the same Link. If that is Nico, I have to say, I think your art style has improved a bit since the last game. I mean, not that there was anything wrong with the construction paper cutout look, but this one looks, this almost looks like it could be a mural inlaid on a wall or something, or maybe stained glass. I can't believe this. You know, a lot of people would love to be in your position. As my roommate, you get to see my work for free. Plus, I'm not getting any younger here. This story might be the only thing that proves I existed. Can't you pay attention for 1 minute? And listen to an old man's final creation? Are you listening to me? Sort of, or... Nah, we're just sleeping. Okay, I can take a hint. Sorry for boring you. Look, here comes your mentor. Hello there, Alfonso. look suspiciously like the, what was his name? The, Tetra's, like, first mate. So, why are you still here? Come on now, wipe the sleep out of your eyes. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up! Today is a very important day, you know. It's your audience with the princess. What? Right? Yeah, what? We're meeting the princess? I wasn't paying attention with the story, so I don't know that. Don't tell me you forgot. You won't amount to much if you don't pay attention. Don't you want your engineer certificate? I do. That is all I want out of this game. I sincerely hope we get an engineer certificate by the end of the game. Well, the graduation ceremony is at the castle. Princess Zelda herself is going to do the honors. I'm heading to the station now, so meet me there. Remember, the station is up the road. Don't get lost. Got it? Good. Then get a move on. See you later, Nico. Okay, so it is Nico. Today is the day you graduate from apprentice to official train engineer. It's quite an honor, and you mustn't be late. Use the stylus to touch where you want to go. It's as easy as that. Talk to someone or use an object, just tap what you're interested in. Now off to the castle with you. Scoot. Okay, so I have a map up there. We look at the picture of Nico? No. Okay, we don't have a ferry, so it's just we just have kind of sparkles where we're tapping. Okay. Adoba Village. So if I had to guess, I'd say maybe Alfonso is like the grandson or something of the first mate. So I wonder if we'll meet any of the others of Tetra's crew. Okay. JJ48, Smiley Face, and Nico's house. So am I adopted or like otherwise like fostered or something? Like did I, or maybe I guess if I'm old enough to be a train engineer, maybe I was born elsewhere and just moved over here and was looking for someone to split the rent with. What's this? This is a stamp station, but you don't have a stamp book. Okay. Ever notice how this town is crawling with doves? Who cares about doves? They might be pretty, but cuckoos are where it's at. Someday I want to raise so many that you can hear them clucking a mile away. That sounds very irritating, and I can't help but notice that this pen you have is right behind my house. Which, oh, the top of our house is like a little crow's nest and some sails. Okay. Beehive there. Hey, today's your graduation ceremony, right? How can someone who can't even do a somersault be a train engineer? I know, that's like the one thing you need to be able to be a train engineer, right? If you can be an engineer, I bet anyone can do it. If you want to prove me wrong, go roll into that tree over there. Just tap the screen twice in the direction you want to roll. Okay, that's... Okay, there's an improvement from Phantom Hourglass. In Phantom Hourglass, I believe we had to like run and then like swirl the stylus to try to roll. Does that still work? I can't tell if it doesn't work anymore or if I'm just as bad at it here as I was in Phantom Hourglass. But now we can just tap the screen twice. Should make it much easier to do if we need to. Ah, you're such a klutz. Why are you just standing there? Everyone knows that getting stung by bees hurts. When you see them buzzing, start running or throw yourself in the water. Stat. So can we go in the water in this game? Okay, we can jump in the water. Can't really go into deep water. So we managed to get a game over while we're still like 2 instructions into the tutorial. Okay. That seems like that's setting a great tone for this game. Yeah, the bee's gone. Okay, good. That guy's gone. That was not very nice of him. Hey, I don't appreciate you telling me to drop a bee's nest on my head. Hey, don't get all bent out of shape. I was just goofing around. Yeah, I got a game over because of you. Thanks a lot. Let me give you something to make up for. Here, take this. We got a Stalfo's skull. It's kind of icky, but it's got treasure written all over it. Check it out on the collection screen. You can find treasures like this all over the world. Try to get a whole bunch of them, because something good happens when you do. Okay, so there's the tracks. It's kind of an interesting... Instead of just having the ties across the tracks, we have these giant triangular slabs. It seems a very inefficient way of doing it, but it does look nice. I guess if you have the resources and are more interested in looks, then... Oh, hey, tap me, tap me. Yes, you wanted to speak? Good job. Tapping is your friend. Okay, we're not friends. Just tapping is our friend. Okay. Is tapping a mutual friend? To chat, just tap the person you want to talk to. Wait a second, there are a bunch of rocks in front of the house. Somebody must have been up to no good when they put them there. You look like you've got some free time on your hands. Instead of just standing there, will you help clear the rocks out of the way? Yeah. Pick something up, touch it, tap it, throw it. Okay. Get to work. Thank you. You're so nice. Here, this is for you. Oh, thank you. Just a few of these will buy you something at the store. If you see my big brother, get him good for me, okay? Was he the one who had me drop a bee's nest on my head? 'Cause if so, that's... Yeah. He already got me too, so... Hi there! Graduation day is a very special day. Being a train engineer is a great honor, you know. After all, the princess personally reviews each candidate herself. So being a train engineer is a very big deal in this kingdom. Okay. And the ceremony is at the castle. Now that's what I call celebrating in style. I wonder, are we going to get to keep this little engineer outfit the whole game? That would be kind of fun. But I'm guessing we're going to end up trading it in, kind of like Link's blue shirt outfit from Wind Waker. This is the train platform. I wanted to go visit the station or whatever first. You're late. Just a second. Want to check out this building first. Okay, no, we're not going to check out that building first. We'll check out the sign. Alfonso's house. Dude, you keep an entire train inside your house? Is there even any room for you to sleep or eat or do anything else while that's in there? Do you understand the significance of today? In order to become a train engineer in this kingdom, you must have an audience with the princess. If she grants you her permission, you can finally operate a train by yourself. I feel like maybe the royalty of this kingdom is being a little too micromanaging on this kind of career. Like, you would think certification of a trade like this would be up to, a guild or maybe some organization, not the personal responsibility of the princess. Or I don't know, man. I guess she's the princess. She's not. It's not like she's queen. So maybe while her parents are ruling the kingdom, maybe she's the head of a guild or the engineers guild or union or something, and so maybe she's letting the process take its way. She just personally likes to be part of it. So okay, yeah, well, let's go to the castle. Good, then let's get going. Oh, but one last thing. You're going to drive the train to get us there. Call it your final exam. Don't look so worried. It'll be a piece of cake. Okay. You need to get us to the castle in 300 seconds. Okay, let's... So, I'm guessing we're here. The castle's here. I'm guessing this is these are platforms, maybe? Like train platforms, so maybe we're just gonna have to make sure we don't stop at that one. Right now we're here in Adoba Village, or Aboda Village. And our destination, Hyrule Castle, is right here. There are other trains on the tracks, so be careful not to hit them. The tracks you can drive on are darker colored. The other ones are off limits. So, think you got it? Okay, try not to hit other trains, and try to get to the castle. Okay. I like your confidence. I'll remind you how to operate the train on our way there. So, hop aboard. Okay, I'm going to leave the map open, because it seems like this might be pretty important in this one. Okay, so let's try to speed up a little bit. You've probably got all this down, but humor me while I tell you again. Okay. This here is the gearbox. Slide the lever up and down to change speed. Okay, yep, I already figured that part out. Slide to toenail clipping to go in reverse. You can use it as an emergency brake, too. This is the whistle. Touch it and give it a good pull to blow the train's whistle. Oh, and you can look around by touching in the direction you want to look. Good engineers are always aware of their surroundings, you know. So you catch all that? I think so. Now set the gearbox lever up to ratchet up the speed. We already did that. We don't have a cannon on board this train, do we? So it looks like we're going to start running into other trains there. Okay, he's going to go this way, so we probably want to take a right so we don't crash into him. Animal on the track! Sound the whistle to scare it off. Oh, the whistle actually has a purpose. Just like a real train whistle, I guess. See how there's a fork in the tracks ahead? We'll need to use the rail switch to decide which direction to go. This is the rail switch. Slide the handle in the direction you want to go. Your course is displayed on the map too, so check there. Got it? Yep. Here on, we'll be sharing the tracks with other trains. Keep an eye on the map and make sure you choose the correct tracks. Oh, okay, we actually need to slide the handle, can't just click it. much slower than we are, so I think we're going to want to go left at the next junction. Hopefully we get there before this guy, or we'll get caught behind him. Definitely don't want to go that way. We'll get into an accident. Okay, I have plenty of space. Okay, he's gonna go straight. I think we'll need to follow him because I don't know if we'll might be able to get to the castle before him, but there's also doesn't seem to be a pull-off for the stations. He's going slow enough. We'll stop at the station and he can deal with what he's gonna do with us there. Okay. We've got a clear view of the Tower of Spirits today. Where's the Tower of Spirits in relation? Okay, there's the castle. Okay, so that's the Tower of Spirits on the upper right corner. So, all right, we're almost at the castle. Use the lever on the gearbox to stop at the station. No. Come on. There we go. Okay. Fortunately, he looks like he stopped as well, so we'll assume that that's what happened. Good job. You passed the exam with flying colors, even though we seem to have set ourselves up for imminent disaster. Hey, we already have a piece of post. You got us to Castletown. And you know what else? You look good handling a train. That's the surest sign you're going to make a great engineer. The most important thing about being an engineer is that you look good while doing it, and that you can do a somersault. If you can look good while doing a somersault, then you're practically the best engineer in the world. Now just head to the castle for your graduation ceremony. It's to the north, you can't miss it. Just watch me. Wait, what's the... That's kind of an interesting looking crest there. I guess... Looks like maybe cross swords in front of something. Hey there, so I hear your graduation is today. You know, I've always had a lot of respect for engineers. Thanks to them, we can go anywhere we want in the kingdom. Plus, they even transport our goods to different places for us. Yep, when you graduate, I sure hope you'll take me out for a spin somewhere. By the way, do you know who built these railways? People say they've been here since before we came to this land. But how could that be? You're an engineer, right? Do you know anything about this? Sorry, buddy, I just started this game, so I don't really know much of the lore behind it, unless you're talking about the legends of ancient spirits using tracks to seal away demons or something like that, but... Oh well, I guess I didn't really expect a kid to know the answer to that. So, in this world, kids can get jobs as engineers. Okay, the crest is also on those banners. Oh, what's this? I can't read those. Okay. It's said that our kingdom was established about 100 years ago, but I hear that the spirit tracks are even older than the kingdom. And did you know that they all meet at this Tower of Spirits that's nearby? It's all very mysterious, don't you think? Oh, hello, how are you? So, today's the big day. You're becoming an official engineer. You know, I've been raising cuckoos recently to sell in different towns. Once you graduate, maybe you could help me transport them. Wouldn't that be fun? Yeah, transportation. That's probably going to be a lot of my main business as a train engineer. It's an empty house. Can't even roll into anything to knock stuff over. Oh, we have some stone lions here. What would you like to read about? Prizes, battles, nothing. What's this about battles? There are no battle reports. At the moment, check back once you played a few battles. Okay, this is... I guess you can check your battle stats here. Buy prize postcards, win yourself some treasure. The more postcards you send, the better your chance to win. Okay, so I think that's to do with the battles that there's probably... You can send postcards to your friends while you're battling, or after you battle, or before you battle, or something, but... Okay. This city is the biggest in the kingdom. Hyrule Castle is up north. It's pretty impressive, but it should be, because that's where Princess Zelda lives. She's awfully pretty, but lately she doesn't come around these parts much. I guess she must be busy doing princessy stuff. Oh, look, that's a window. I thought that was a notice board or something. There are a lot of chests. Uh-oh. Wait a second. Sorry, I'll be with you in just a second, miss. There's a single eye on here. That generally doesn't bode well in Zelda games. That immediately makes me think this place seems a little sketchy. Okay, seeing like skulls above doorways. Even the doorways themselves kind of look like skulls. Like these could be eyes, nose, and then giant mouth. What is this place? This isn't a place for kids, kid. Now run home to mommy. Okay, a little bit rude, but I do think you might have a point about this place not being for kids. It seems like something to do with monsters. Giant fish on the wall. This person doesn't even have a bed. Do they just sleep on their couch, or is this maybe a shop or something that doesn't have anybody actually sleeping in it? Store. Why, hello! Welcome to my store! We have many fabulous items that are sure to please. Take a look around. If you see something you want, go ahead and give it a little tap. Okay, what's... Oh, that's a shield. It defends you from attacks. It's 30 rupees. Okay, can't afford it at the moment. Again, it looks like it's that simplified sort of Hylian design. Where we have an inverted triangle, not an actual Triforce, and then the bird design underneath. Okay, no, don't need that. What's this? These prize postcards are 100 rupees. Mail them for a chance to win big. Well, we're probably not going to be doing battles or doing much of anything that involves trading with friends, so probably won't be buying those. Okay, red potion restores 6 hearts, 100 rupees. Pirate necklace is a treasure item. How does 300 rupees sound? That dark pearl loop is a treasure item. How does 300 rupees sound? Okay, so those... If these are like the treasures from the last game, we'll want to find out like what... Well, I was going to say we'll want to find out what each of them is worth and then if they're worth buying, but it was... the guy that gave us the... Stalfo's skull said that if we collect a lot of them, something good or something will happen. So maybe these will be more like the less like the treasures of the last game and more like the spirit gems where we want to collect a bunch of each one, and whenever we collect enough of one, we'll get some kind of a bonus or something. So okay, we'll keep an eye out for that. See if it's definitely either way. It's not something that we want to buy immediately. That's not a immediate priority. But yeah, we'll. I'm sure, unless I'm flat out given a shield, I'm probably going to end up coming back here to get a shield pretty early on. And at some point, we'll probably be back to buy those treasures. What do we have here? There's a Tingle doll or statue or something over here. Box. And then let's see, we have a clock back here. Oh, that's a model ship. You can see the ship there, mast, and a little flag on top. Okay, that's a phonograph. Can't tell what that is. Then we have a totem pole, and looks like a French horn. Okay, seems like you keep all the good stuff, off to the sides. Okay, that's how. Okay, once we get bombs, we'll be able to get up on the castle walls and get some of the chests we saw up there. You look like the mail deliverer last time, except you don't have wings. Hey, howdy, mister. Me? Oh, I'm no good at long-winded introductions. I'm just an average guy who works the postman gig to get by. You can call me Postman. All my friends do. Now that you know my name, next time I see you, don't be shy. Say hello. Are you also going to just be reading my letters to me rather than letting me actually have them? Okay. Speaking of names, you're JJ48 Smileface, right? I've got a letter for you, so I'll just jump right in and read it out loud. Read it aloud. Oh wait, that's the way we used to do things, but no more. Apparently some folks thought our reading their letters out loud was rude. Okay, that's good. That's not the way you do it anymore? Good. So now our policy is to just hand deliver the mail unopened. Thank you. Here you go. We got a letter from the postman. Go to the collection screen to read it. Okay, I've delivered your mail safely to you. Well, my work seems to be done here, so I'll be off. Okay. Oh, let's see what our letter is. From the postmaster. Dear JJ48 Smileface, our new postal system has started running today. If you're reading this letter, it means my new postman is doing his job right. He's as hardworking and efficient as they come, so be nice to him, won't you? We'll be in touch again if something new comes up. So you have a postman as a courier hand deliver a letter to each of your... Hand deliver a letter and introduce himself to each of your customers. That seems a very inefficient way to start up a new postal service. But I guess he only does it when people come up to the box, so... Oh, hey, looks like our outfit is an equipable things. Maybe... It's kind of cool. Alright, let's see if we can get through the ceremony before stopping tonight. Hey! The guards are wearing, like, Link green. Got green outfits, a brown belt, have an undertunic of a lighter green, and are wearing green and I'm guessing those are white leggings above brown boots. Are you guys are basing your outfits off of Link, the historic Link, not me. What is it, kid? We're kind of busy protecting Hyrule Castle right now. If you've got no business here, I'd suggest you scram. What's that? You're here for the engineer graduation ceremony? Yes, sir. Ah, I'd completely forgotten that today was the graduation ceremony. Huh, I didn't know they gave engineer certificates to little kids like you. I guess times are a-changin'. Well, go on in. Hyrule Guards as effective as ever. Just claim you have actual business there and they'll let you right in. Okay, we don't need the map to be the same size unless the cutscene ends up being using both. Princess's throne room is up these stairs. Only invited guests are allowed in. What that means for you is, get lost. What's all the commotion here? Oh, good day, Chancellor Cole. Apologies for the disturbance. This boy says he's come to see the princess. Is that so? You're here for the graduation ceremony. Graduation ceremony? But you're so young. What a waste of resources. The spirit tracks are vanishing, yet the princess insists on performing these ridiculous ceremonies. Well, come along, boy. We must get you to your ceremony. Follow me. Don't just stand there drooling, Private. Move aside. Yes, sir. Yeah, I have to say, given the choice between the two, I kind of prefer the engineering outfit. Honestly. Hey, there's a stained glass of Tetra. Raising your head without permission? You ill-mannered urchin. Don't pay any attention to Chancellor Cole. You must be the new engineer. What's your name? Oh, JJ48 Smileface is a wonderful name. Well, JJ48 Smileface, by the power vested in me, I hereby proclaim you... We're wasting our time here, Your Highness. Please just hurry up and finish this foolish ceremony. It sounded like it was almost over if you hadn't interrupted, Chancellor, but what do I know? Very well, Chancellor. Thank you, teacher. I hereby recognize our newest royal engineer, JJ48 Smileface. Work hard, for we all rely on you, JJ48 Smileface. Alright, we got our royal engineer certificate. So my goal for the game is done. I guess next week we'll be able to start a new game. Now you're a full-fledged engineer. Shh, take this. No, don't say a word right now. Read this later, and beware of the Chancellor. The ceremony's over, so I suggest you move along. Why don't you go polish your train or something? Not that it matters much. Are you wearing two hats? The thing will be useless before long. Well, that's rather ominous. Not even asked to leave or like escorted out, just left here by myself. Well, okay, the guards are still in front of the doors, but okay. Well, it seems like a good place to stop. So with this, we are now official engineers, and despite achieving our goal, we will continue on to see what the rest of the story is like. Although it probably can't possibly be as good as successfully achieving our dream of becoming a train engineer. But with that, I should be here. Should be here on Friday and Monday next week, normal time. So yeah, next Monday we'll continue on with our story, see what Princess Zelda wants to talk about, and maybe we'll see what Chancellor Cole is up to. So with that, Thank you for joining me. Have a good week, and I will see you all next time. Bye.